Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a little project here which I have been wanting to do for quite a while. It's getting towards the end of the year now, and with that comes the holidays, and I have really been wanting to paint on these little wooden slices here to make some ornaments. Now before we get into the painting, I actually want to seal them first, and to do that I actually have this bottle here of sonjas all-purpose sealer. Now you can use either that, or you could also use a clear gesso, or if you wanted you could just use a regular gesso if you don't care too much about the wood grain. But I actually really love the look of the wood grain on these little slices here. I love all of the rings on the wood. I think it will be an interesting background for some of them, so that's why I'm doing that. I actually really like the way that this sealer actually affected the wood grain. As you can see, it sort of made some areas a little bit darker and it upped the contrast just a little bit, and honestly I really like that because I feel like it emphasizes that really nice grain. Now for some of these I wanted to make them like Christmas ornaments, but don't fear if you don't celebrate Christmas. I actually have made a few that aren't Christmassy as well because I like to be inclusive and I wanted to include a range of styles. So for this first one I am painting a little branch here, and I'm going to make it more of a sort of like a Christmas branch with maybe some holly berries on it as well, or something like that. Something cute and rustic and sort of traditional feeling as well, and I really like the colors that I used as well. I feel like they suit the wood grain texture, and I don't know, I just really like the look of the burnt umber brown over the top of the wood. I think it was a pretty good color choice, and then I used a Venetian red for the berries, so it was nice and deep and like dark and still saturated, and I think it worked out pretty well. Now to fill in the rest of the space, I decided to write Merry Christmas just so that it was, you know, a little bit more Christmassy, and I decided to use a gold paint pen for that because it would be a lot easier than using paint to write, and honestly I like it and I think the results turned out pretty good for this first one. Now this next one here I wanted to make as a gift for my sister because I wanted to make her something for Christmas, and I thought this little Christmas ornament would be a really good idea if you wanted to make gifts for your friends and family, and it's just a really nice little gesture as well because with something handmade, you know, you put your love into it. So I'm using acrylic paints for this one again, and I've actually masked off the main area, and I made sure to protect that lovely wood border that it has, and then I went in with a nice little gradient of blues to soft purples to make a sort of like a night sky. After this I decided to put in a nice silhouette of a cliffy area as well as some pine trees and a fox and a little baby fox as well, and I think that they turned out really cute. And then after this I painted in the moon in the sky and a whole bunch of stars, and then I added some highlights to the whole piece with some white, and honestly this one turned out really cute and I love the colors. And just to personalize it just a little bit further, I decided to paint in her name, which is Emily, and honestly I love this one. I think it turned out really nice and I love the colors. So for this next one I wanted to try and go for another Christmassy themed one, and I decided to use my paint pens for this because I wanted to have a little bit more control and a bit more detail. And I decided to draw a little candy cane because who doesn't love candy canes, and also it's kind of a stereotypical Christmassy kind of thing. And for the little details on top of the candy cane I decided to use my fine tip paint pens, and they actually worked really well to get some nice little details. First I blocked off some red stripes down this candy cane here, and then I went over the top with a white fine tip paint pen just to add in some really fine little stripes on this little guy. And honestly, I think it turned out really nice. I was going to outline it, but I decided against that because I just felt like it looked good how it did. After this, I decided to add some holly leaves just for a little bit more detail and also to fill the space because it wasn't really properly centered. And after this, I wanted to add a little bit of shadow to the holly leaves, and I didn't really have any darker green paint pens, so I decided to go in with some acrylic paint. And then after this, I decided to add in the holly berries and a little bit of lettering with a silver paint pen, and this one is complete. Next up was another full page illustration, and I really like doing these because honestly it's kind of fun to mask off the little circle, and I think it is quite satisfying when you peel it off and then it's like this little tiny acrylic painting on the little wooden slice. And I actually decided to paint a little snowy scene. So as you can see, we have a little green cottage with a red door because, you know, Christmas colors. How original. And then after this I went in with some white and some very, very pale blue to add the snow, and then some lovely little paint splatters for some snowflakes falling down because this is a snowy scene, because of course it has to be snowing. After this I went in with some white paint and I did a little snowman here, and he's got a little top hat and a carrot for his nose, and of course a little scarf. And then after this I wanted to fill in some details down the bottom, so I painted a little brown fence which I think contrasts quite nicely with the snow, and of course some little footprints in the snow. And honestly I really like this one. I think it turned out very, very cute. Now I just want to add in some final details with some snowflakes in the sky and peeling off the tape, and we are done. Look at this little one. Now this was super fun to do, and I wanted to actually gesso a few more, well, seal, not gesso, and I went back through my little collection and I found some with some thicker bark on them, and I thought those looked really, really cool, so I wanted to do those ones as well. So here I am adding some more of this all-purpose sealer, which honestly worked very, very well. And now we are going to go and do another little Christmassy one, and this one I actually wanted to paint something Pokemon related because I can't help myself when I'm making art. I always have to put something Pokemon in there at least once or twice, just because I love Pokemon, and you know, drawing them is honestly so fun. So we started off with some green for some little Christmas branches, possibly of a Christmas tree, and then I added another layer of a darker green over the top just to see if we could build some texture and just depth in there. After this I went in with some gold and pink paint just to try and draw in some little baubles. And then after this I went in with some raw sienna brown paint, and I am painting, can you guess it yet? It's actually a little Eevee. I was actually surprised about this color because I have had it for quite a while and I didn't realize it's kind of the perfect Eevee color, don't you think? And then I had to like mix up a little bit of that brown with some white and a little bit of yellow for the lighter parts of fur around Eevee's neck, and then I realized it kind of blends in a little bit to the background a little too much, but I added in some outlines, and honestly I think it looks so cute. So this next one I wanted to do a little bit less of a stereotypical Christmassy artwork, just because I wanted to get a little bit more creative with it, and I had a lot of fun doing the gradients in the background for some of them. So of course I decided to do it again, and this time I used an aquary green color and then blended it down to a nice sort of bluey color. And then after this I went in and I painted some trees with a dark green just to try and get a little bit of a foresty silhouette. Now at first the trees kind of looked a little bit spooky because I just had all of the branches and none of the leaves, and they were kind of pointy looking, and I didn't like the vibe at the time because I wanted this to be nice and not spooky. But once I started adding in all of the leaves onto the branches, it got the vibe that I wanted it to have, and I honestly really like this little background. Now I added in some green at the bottom for obviously a forest floor, and then I added in with some white this time, a sort of white silhouette of a little deer. Now this one has more of a naturey vibe as opposed to a Christmassy vibe, but I honestly think that works so well since this is like painted on a like wooden tree branch slice, and honestly I think it looks really pretty. So this last one is probably one of my favorite ones, honestly, out of the set. I really like this one, and I'm so glad that I painted it on the slice that I did, because this is actually my favorite of all the wooden slices because of the different shapes of bark around the outside and also the wood grain texture as well. So as you can probably guess, I'm actually painting a little fox here, and I'm doing this because I honestly really like the more naturey style ornaments that I painted. I just feel like that they have like this nice sort of like cute feel to them, and honestly they work for Christmas as well because a lot of Christmas ornaments do have like woodland animals in there, and I honestly really liked it. So I just went in with some orange here, and then I blended out some white with subtle shadows for the white parts of the fur, and then I went in with some burnt sienna or burnt umber, I can't remember, for the dark details on this fox. I wanted to keep this one simple because I honestly really like the rustic kind of feel that it has, but of course I added a little bit of snow to the ground below just so that it still had a bit of a wintry feel to it, even though it's summer, Christmas in Australia. But you know, after this I added in some little tree branches here just to add a slight Christmassy feel to it, and honestly this one is my favorite. Now to turn these wooden slices into ornaments, I've actually got this little roll here of baker's twine, and it is a red and white patterned one, which I chose on purpose because honestly it is kind of Christmassy. And these slices actually did come with some jute twine, but I wasn't a huge fan of it and I wanted a little bit more color, so that's why I decided to go with the red and white twine, and I'm so glad I did. So I just threaded it through the pre-drilled holes here, and here we have a little ornament. Now I decided to tie a little bow at the top as well just for some extra cuteness, and honestly these turned out so well. I am so happy with how they ended up, and honestly I had a lot of fun, and I kind of want to do this again, even though by the time I get around to it, it's probably not going to be Christmas. But hey, you don't need it to be Christmas to do these. You could even make them into like little coasters or just mini paintings if you want. So yeah, if you guys have actually done this yourself, please comment below and let me know what you have actually painted on these, because I had a lot of fun. And yeah, here are the final results, and honestly they just look so cute hung up on this little tree here. And yeah, I love them. Hope you're all having a lovely day, and I also hope you guys are having a happy holidays as well. And yeah, comment below which one of these is your favorite, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye everyone.